Hi, I'm Fred from the JBoss Tools team, and in this video I will show you how to use JBoss Developer Studio 9.1 to launch a local instance of OpenShift 3, which is Red Hat Platform as a Service. In order to do that, we'll use the Red Hat Container Development Kit run from Eclipse. So the Container Development Kit can be installed from downloaded from the developers.redhat.com website. If you go to the Technologies menu, there's a Red Hat Container Development Kit entry, which tells you what exactly the CDK is. It is a pre-built container development environment based on Red Hat Enterprise Linux to help you get started developing container-based applications quickly. And what's really interesting for us is it contains a version of OpenShift Enterprise 3 that we're going to run locally in our machine. So if you go to the download section, you will see a bunch of instructions on the required bits to install. Because the CDK itself is a virtual machine, you will need a virtualization platform. So it's your choice whether you use VirtualBox, VMware, or libvirt, depending on your preferences or the operating system that you want to run on. You will also need Vagrant and a bunch of plugins. Vagrant will run a Vagrant file that will run itself the virtual machine image that we're gonna download. And finally, you're gonna need to download the CDK bits themselves. So we have two sets of files. One is a zip file containing the Vagrant file that we're gonna run, and the other one is the image of the virtual machine that depends on the virtualization platform that you're gonna run on, whether it's VirtualBox, VMware, or libvirt. So if you want to download these files, you will have to subscribe to the Red Hat Developer Program. It's a $0 subscription. It's completely free. You just need to register, type your email, some coordinates, and you will need to agree to the terms and conditions. Basically, what you agree to is not to run any of these Red Hat products in production. It's only meant to be used in development. So once you've downloaded everything and followed the installation instructions, we should be ready to start the CDK from Eclipse. So what we're going to do is do command 3 and type launch CDK server. So we're going to create a server adapter, which is basically a way to run Vagrant up on the Vagrant file of the CDK. So if we click next, we're going to need to type to fill in the Red Hat subscription credentials that you have to register for. So I'm going to type my credentials. Okay, and then you need to select the folder containing the Vagrant file of the CDK. So it's under component rel OSC. Oops. Go back. And that's it. And click finish. So in the service view, you will see a new server, which is currently starting. And what it does is it's simply do a Vagrant up on the Vagrant file that we selected. So the very first run will take a few minutes because it will need to set up the whole virtual machine. but once you're done it once, subsequent launches will be much faster. So we're going to wait for the server adapter to finish launching the background file. And once this is done, we will see in the OpenShift Explorer a new connection to the local OpenShift 3 instance running on our machine. So it's still starting. I'm going to put that aside. It's going to take a few more minutes. And also, you will see a Docker connection in the Docker Explorer being created once the CDK server adapter is done. And that's it. So the CDK server adapter is terminated. And now we see an OpenShift dev connection in the OpenShift Explorer, as well as a CDK server adapter Docker connection here. This is actually the Docker images running OpenShift itself. So if we look at the OpenShift Explorer, we can see there's a sample project created here. And if we look at the connection details, we can see the URL used to connect to the server is 10.1.2.2 on port 8443, and the credentials are OpenShift dev -dev, and the password is hidden by its devil, DEVEL. Okay, so that's it. We just clicked on the CDK server adapter, and we have an OpenShift 3 instance running, and as well as a Docker daemon running. So we can click on the web console to access a console on OpenShift. So we're gonna type OpenShift dev and devil to log in, and we see the same thing. That's about it for this first video. In the next video, we'll show you how to actually develop applications on OpenShift 3. Thank you for watching.